Hello, guys. Welcome to another live New York session. It is November 4th, 2024 on a Monday. And so let's get started. Let me go ahead and grab my cord. I have to charge my phone here. Give me 1 second. All right. So we're going to start by checking the news here. So we don't have any major news today, so that's good. So that means the market's going to pretty much be normal. This is U.S. election week, so we might have, well, we're going to have some crazy news at 10 o'clock tomorrow for the election. So we'll see what happens. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to actually implement the G.S.A strategy. So what we're going to do is we're going to figure out what is the overall trend. Excuse me. So we really look from this swing low to this swing high. Price looks like price was overall bearish. A lot of previous structure, swing low structure, had been broken. So let's go ahead and take our trend line here, draw it down. Right. Then we're going to turn on the CC trend indicator. And so the trend lines on the CC trend indicator is pointing down as well, so it lets us know that we are overall in the bearish market. So that means we're in perfect confluence with that. Now we're going to turn on the cheat code indicator. Price is not sticking out of the Bollinger Band yet. The price is really not ready to really buy or sell yet. But there's no major extremes yet on the 1 hour, but they may change in smaller time frame. So with that being said, let's go ahead and switch to our 15-minute. Then we're going to look at the current trend, okay? So we can see from this swing low to pretty much this swing high, price has been trending down. Previous structure had been broken here. So we had a breaker structure here. The price broke this swing and broke this swing as well. So it's easy to see that price is still currently bearish at this point. So let's go ahead and update our trend line to here. And we're going to confirm it with the CC trend indicator. And the gray line is all coming down. Okay, so that lets us know that we're in confidence with the trend. So now the very next thing we're going to do is we're going to mark up our market structure using trading ranges. So we're looking for the most recent breaker structure, which I see that here. Okay. I mean, really, we could do the swing low to the swing high here if we want. So yeah, that's what we're going to mark up. So we take this here, breaker structure here, and then our swing high. Okay. So that's what we have. So now we're going to label this. Matter of fact, let me zoom in just a little bit more. So now that we have zoomed in, excuse me, we'll label this as a bearish trading range. And then we're going to take our Fibonacci. We're going to, since we're in the bullish bearish trading range, we're going to swing it from the most recent high to the most recent low. And here we're going to actually mark out our areas, our key racial areas, because this is what's going to help us to identify pullbacks. So we already have an area for the 100, the 78, 70 to the 78, 60, 50. We're going to do one for this one, because these are key areas where price can actually pull back, right? And then we'll do one for this one as well, okay? So now we're going to label these. So this is for the 100. So let's bump that to the top here. And from 70, 70, 80. But we're going to bump that to the top as well. Then we got the 50% here, 50 to the 60% area. And we're going to probably let's go to the middle, 50 to the 38. I'll push that to the bottom. And then this one, we're going to push to the bottom as well. So this is the 20 to the 68. Yeah. But this is what's going to help us to identify exactly what price is doing in these pullback moments. And so then we're going to take our zone, we're going to spread it from the 100 to the 2360. Okay. And we're going to erase the Fibonacci. Now we know what level price is hitting. So as we can see here, price rejected the 100% up here at this swing low, and then did its first pullback here, which is right around the 70, 50 to the 78, 70 to the 78 area. Now, this lets us know that possibly the trend was possibly weakening, but it did not close above, and it pushed down even further and sold down to here. So now it forced price to actually come back and actually retest the 50 to the 50%, which is letting us know that there's a possible continuation of the trend, meaning that it's possibly going to continue to go bearish, which that's what it's doing right now. So it's probably, so this is clear that we are in an overall bearish market, and the price is probably going to continue to sell down. So now that we know that, we're going to wait for the 9:15 candle to close. Now I'm going to turn on the CC trend indicator, and we have our Bollinger Band down here. We had a confirmation sell here. So now price is below the HMA. Now we could actually take a sell right now if we wanted to, because we have confirmed that price is going into an overall bearish market. You see the pullback, we have an HMA and a confirmation sell. Now I'm going to do this into my demo. Normally I do wait until the 9:30 candle, but we're going to test this out in demo and see how well we do. So we're going to put this as, we're going to see how this looks. We're going to practice this on demo. We want to see how well we can do with this, because we confirm that it's continuing the trend. Let's see, I'm going to put my history to it here. This is just a test run and adding some of our new, this new, improving our Fibonacci strategy that we're already adding. This is very, very well. But what I'm going to do now is I'm going to actually test this on demo, see how we do. But we're going to still wait until the 9:30 candle just to see, but we'll test this out. Let me pause this recording and I'll be right back. By the way, we are going to still trade at the 9:30 candle. I'm just doing this in demo just to kind of get an idea. But we are going to wait for the 9:30 candle and continue everything. But once we have about a little bit over 3 minutes before the 9:15 candle closes. So I'll be right back. We have a little bit over 20 seconds before the next candle closes. So I closed at a profit of about $11. And that was probably a good entry, and it didn't even hit my stop loss previously up to here. So let's go ahead and continue. So we've already set our risk reward to our risk. Let me set my alert here. And then we're going to go over some things. So this is, let me go 700. This is the first payments. Cross it down. So we set our alert. So here's what could possibly happen. Price could pull all the way back to the 23.6, which could be a sign that price might be ready to probably push further down into this area and gather more liquidity. Or it can come all the way back to the 32.20, which is what I would probably really wait for, and then continue down. Or it can come all the way back up to the 50, to the 60.80, and this is a very strong pullback. So we'll be looking for price to really come back to this area. Anywhere in these areas here, anywhere from the 23, sorry, the 23, yeah, here, it's all the way up here, and then continue down. And that's what I would be looking for. So when a 9:30 candle hits, we probably will wait until 10 o'clock, of course, but we'll be looking to see what price does with these areas. Now, if price closes up above this area and pushes up, then, and it starts to approach this area, then the trend might be weakening, and it might be letting us know that it's trending to bearish. So we need to really, really keep that in mind. If it hits this area, which is the 100, there's a very huge sign that the trend is reversing completely. So what we're going to do is we're going to wait until the 9:24 candle, okay? And then, 9:29 candle. And then we're going to take it from there. And so we have about 11 minutes for that. So I will be right back. Now, price did kind of reject this area, which is kind of close to the 23.6. So price might be wanting to continue to push down and wipe out this previous high, maybe even this previous low, maybe even this previous low. The price might be ready to actually continue to sell down. There's often a confirmation set. But you might want to keep that in mind. So I'll pause this recording. Once we hit 9:29, we'll watch price action until we get an idea of it. I jumped in this trade, so this confirmed that we will correct price point rejected this area and came close to 23.60 and didn't even reject that, so it's probably going to continue to go. So I'm going to go ahead and do this because we checked this up as it is. So hold on. Go to yeah. Where the first partial trade. Go in. There's that there. Yeah, so in the first partial trade, we made $36. Okay. So now let the second one run. Um, so this proves right here that marking up our key levels is perfect because price came back and we tested all the key levels that showed that there was a possible sign that price was going to continue to hit that trend. It hit the 50 to the 60%, so it started a strong pullback, and then it hit somewhere between the 32.20 here, I believe. Yeah, 32.20 here. And then when it there was a confirmation sell after that. Price didn't even come back to the 23.60, 23.6, and just continued to push and it went down. So when we look at this here, from this confirmation sell all the way down to here was about 600 points. So that's the reason why we marked up our key levels on the Fibonacci, and then we let our cheat code indicators give us the extra confirmation that people a cheat code buy or sell or confirmation buy or sell. Not to mention, price was also below the HMA. So this is a perfect example of how to utilize this as much as possible. It's not going to give us a perfect win rate, but we're going to win most of our trades if we implement this as much as we can. So usually I will wait until the 9:30 candle, but I did this just to try this out. So we basically followed our units. We did the plantains structure, and then we waited that confirmation set, two confirmation points below the HMA, and then a confirmation set. So we did good on this. So we're going to try this again tomorrow live and see how we do. And we'll see how it goes. I believe my trade closed. Very positive reporting real quick. They stomped us out at 2 cents, which is fine. So we made about, let's just say, a little bit over $35. So we did fine there. I'm still going to wait for the 9:30 candle because I want to see if price actually comes back up and test any of these areas before continuing that. It was real curious. But let's see. Might take another trade and like this just to mention on the stop loss. Just kind of figure out the stop loss calculation for risk management. So let's see which area that price ends up testing. It's coming up to the 23.6 now. So the next candle is going to probably kind of tell the story as well as which area that price is rejecting. And if it's going to continue to go up or go down. The price keeps on working out in this area. The possibility that it may be continuing to push down and wipe out this previous low here. It already wiped out this previous low here. I'm sorry. It already wiped out this previous low here. but they might still need to do a money grab down to this area, but they might be pulling back to do that. So it might be going down now. I'll jump in on a sell for this one because it needs to get that money grab. So this is just an experimentation. Yeah, so I'm actually in profit. Probably want to get this money grab down here, maybe hit this TP. We'll see. I'm gonna hold it and see what it does. Because it hit right here, the 2360 ratio hit, and it rejected it. Now $40 in profit. So hold on, we're close to that. Do something here. But now it's retracing back. Since it got this area, might be pushing back up. But let's see if we can profit again. See if it really still set 2,000 stop loss, which is good. Now we got in profit. Now let me go ahead and close the first partial. Yeah. See, first partial closed. We're gonna put the second one. So yeah, we want another trade today based off of these racial pullbacks. Gonna wipe this out, get all of that. Looks like price didn't even stop my 20-pip stop loss. So that's good. So I'm going to go ahead and document the results and kind of share them with you. I'll be right back. All right, I documented my results. I'm going to share them with you in a minute. But as we thought, price had to wipe out this liquidity, this previous structure, wiped out all of this. So it sold all the way down. So this candle alone, rather than the previous candle, this went down all the way for another 1,000 points, which is insane. And the reason why is because price came up and rejected the 23.6 ratio, which lets us know that price is possibly strong and it's going to continue that direction. And that's what it did. So that's the reason why we draw up our key ratio levels with the Fibonacci, because then we can confirm it with a confirmation sell, buy or sell, or a cheat code buy or sell. It gave us a confirmation sell here, price came rejected it, and then went strong down here. So they did a good job of implementing the Fibonacci key ratio to give us a good trading to, along with our confirmation signals with the cheat code indicator. And that's how we implement the G.S.A strategy. So we're going to try this again tomorrow. We're going to try in a live account and see how we do, and then we'll just take it from there. So that wraps up this New York session, guys, and I'll see you guys tomorrow.